Hey guys, how's it going? Miller here. Thought I'd just do a quick video response to Stug's challenge he's got going on at the moment. It's I'm a Greedy Wargamer, and he's given you 3 questions to answer, or 2 questions and more of a something to think about. And there's some pretty hard questions, to be fair. The first question was, what era or what armies would you like to do that you haven't and want to get into? And that might be the second one, but but the army that I've always wanted to do and get into was, I've always wanted to get into Napoleonics a bit more, because I start and then I never finish. So I bought a British Napoleonic army, did a little bit towards it, got into it, and then didn't really finish it, to be fair. I ended up stopping, and then just before lockdown this year, I started looking at the French as well, bought a box of them, and then never get into it. I don't know what it is. I get into it, I don't know if it's painting too many of the same colours, but I want to get into it and play a game, get a good couple of armies going, especially seeing some of the fellas at the moment putting stuff up, even the 18mm stuff. So I mostly do 28mm. So the 18mm that Leon's doing and Phil over at Wargamers Anonymous, both some really nice looking figures and armies. So maybe it's something I'll have to try and get back into again. Something else I've always wanted to try and do recently, more so than always, is American Civil War. I know Stug's doing the 6mm and I'm really liking the look of it, but I want to start at some point in the future, and I will do it. I want to do a Confederate army. I don't know if I could bring myself to do another 28mm, because they're just, it'd just be too big. And what with the 28mm Wars of the Roses I'm doing at the moment, maybe one day in the future I might try and do one, but 28mm armies, especially if you're doing games like Hell Caesar or Black Powder, you just need so many figures, and it just costs so much and it takes so long to do it. My English Civil War army it's taken me about 5 years to do what I've done on that, and it's it's taken me so long, and there's still bits that I could probably add to it, more markers, maybe a couple more regiments or things like that. And especially with the 6mm stuff that I was looking at recently, I was thinking about doing a 6mm English Civil War army, and I thought to myself, no, I don't think I can do it again, not again. But yeah, they're both periods, so American Civil War, and to try and get into and finish a Napoleonic period army. But yeah, so, and then the next question was, I might have got these questions around the wrong way, a period that isn't done enough of, or isn't fleshed out, or doesn't exist. And then again, that's quite a hard question, because most periods have been done. If they've not been done, then the companies obviously don't think they're worth doing. I mean, with the English Civil War stuff, I think there's not enough, and it's actually with a lot of periods, there's not enough plastic versions of a lot of periods. So English Civil War, the only plastic version I know of is from Warlord. Obviously you've got loads of metal companies. Warlord do metal, Perry's, Empress, Front Rank, Bicorn, all do metal versions, but there aren't any plastic in 28mm. There's 1/72, there's what's some other scale? There's obviously loads of other scales, but plastic, it's quite hard to find. I only know of Warlord. If any of you guys know of any other sizes, not sizes, but other companies or places you could get 28mm English Civil War, then great, because I find a problem at the moment with musketeers. You know, I've got so many pike blocks, and I don't really want to do another pike block, but I've got pike blocks that need support from musketeers, and I don't want to pay 28, 30, nearly £40 on 24 musketeers, you know, to make 2 wings. It's a lot of money. But yeah, I think that's something I'd like to see a bit more of. But yeah, most of it, as far as I'm aware, is all covered. I mean, it's always nice to see other plastic boxes come out for things, so you got a bit more variety and a lot, obviously, more multi-pose stuff. Like I love all the Victrix stuff that's coming out at the moment, the Saxons, the Vikings, all their new Roman stuff that came out a little while ago, the new Dacians, they look pretty cool. All of the Perry stuff, all of their interchangeability. So that was something. Perry's did an interview with Boots on the Table on Dom's live stream, and they got asked if they'd do a 28mm plastic box set for the English Civil War, and they straight up said no, which was really annoying, because I'd wanted them for a little while to do that, but obviously isn't going to happen. But yeah, and then obviously the final question or thought would be, what would you do, or what would you be doing if the hobby never existed? So no miniature wargaming. And it's a scary world to think about. To be fair, I've always, if I hadn't done this, or before I did these, I was always into my Airfix models. So if they weren't around as well, God knows. But maybe reenacting. I used to do reenacting when I was younger. I wouldn't mind that if that was something more that I did. But the whole brilliant thing about the hobby is it's something to do in the evenings, or something to do when you've come in from work, especially for me, or at the weekends, something to wind down. If I've had a hard day, it's quite nice to sit down, chill out, and kind of forget about the outside world for a bit and focus on whatever it is you're doing. It could be any time period or anything at all that you're painting, and even just researching, it's fun to do. Just researching things that you would want to do or could do, or looking at websites of what they're selling or what other people are doing, especially the YouTube. It's always cool to sit down and see what everyone else is doing, again, which influences you into what you might want to do. But yeah, but that's it. So I urge any of you guys to join in with the challenge and have a go, see if you can answer these questions. Again, pretty difficult questions to answer. But yeah, so that's it for now, and I'll see you all soon.